Tampa Bay is a nice place to live, if you have a place to live. Not everyone here does. In Hillsborough County alone, the homeless are hard to miss. In the year 2000, there were 5,503 homeless people here, a 50% increase in 1 year. Homelessness is a big story in Tampa Bay and nationwide. But Hillsborough County has a larger story, a story you can't see, a story 10 times as large. This story concerns not just the 5,500 people who are homeless, but the 50,000 people in Tampa Bay who live in hunger, balanced precariously on the knife edge of homelessness. These are the hidden hungry. The hidden hungry are not homeless. Many have jobs, but they are desperately poor and desperately aware of how thin the line is between being homeless and being near homeless. Just having a job isn't enough to save them. In fact, over 25% of Hillsborough's homeless people already have full-time jobs and still can't afford housing. And the 50,000 hidden hungry can barely afford food and even marginal housing. Why? Because 83% of Florida's fastest-growing jobs pay less than a living wage. 52% pay less than half a living wage. At the same time, so-called affordable housing is almost non-existent in Hillsborough County. Fair market rent here is now $649 for a 2-bedroom apartment. That means if your job pays minimum wage, you have almost nothing left. $5,500 people homeless. 50,000 at grave risk of becoming homeless. And their problems may go deeper than unemployment. 37% of homeless people abuse alcohol and drugs. 24% are mentally ill. 20% have substance abuse and mental health problems. When the state hospital in Arcadia closes, most of its 285 patients will wind up on the streets, some of them here. Worst of all, statistics show that children of homeless people are at great risk of growing up to be homeless as well. The numbers are chilling. But the numbers are more frightening still because of what they don't tell us. Numbers are like an anesthetic. They mask the isolation, fear, and hunger. Numbers ignore the gradual erosion of government support for treatment of mental illness, addiction and substance abuse, domestic violence, and other problems. Numbers deaden our feeling for the pain of desperation, anger, helplessness. Numbers conceal the indignity, shame, and despair. Worst of all, numbers make problems seem like they belong to somebody else. But the hunger, pain, and hopelessness do belong to us, and the choice belongs to us as well. We can choose to stop and care for those in need by connecting people, changing lives. Or we can pass by on the other side. The choice is ours. The need is now.